Bonjour, mon ami. It is really a glorious morning here, and just some children were playing here hide and seek. And I was just thinking how often we are artists in hiding. Let me explain, because I think this video will have some value for you to help you to overcome what is holding you back in your creativity and being brilliant and rediscovering your inner creative energy, and to stop being held back or hold yourself back with this self-doubts that we are carrying around in us. First of all, we all struggle, and that's okay, because life is, in a way, should not be easy, because in this way it is staying interesting. I think it is important, nevertheless, to make your life not much more complicated and much more a struggle that it is necessary. And I think one of the first steps we should take to rediscover how beautiful and how outstanding your life can be as a creative person, in which you can create so much more, and so much more is in flow, is, I think, to stop run away from ourselves. I was just watching children running around from each other, and I was thinking how often we are trying to run away also for something we are expecting to be the worst kind of thing. These children were running around and catching each other and hide and seeking, and were not seeing the danger in this game of running away, but there was a joy. And I think there is also a joy when you understand that it is not necessarily the worst thing what you are trying perhaps to run away from in your life. The one thing that is perhaps making you disconnect with your creative energy. I think to be a creative, it is about finding a creative way to overcome the difficulties. Just think about how talented children are, but with time, once we have been also very talented, full of energy, but then something came in our life from which we became to be held hostage. A kind of cage developed around us, because we have found out that suddenly it is not enough to just create, but to be financially successful, or the success as it is. And there was this pressure and all the things that we have developed in our head, from which we are started to in a way hide ourselves, and we became then this artist in hiding, and ended up perhaps in unfulfilling jobs. Even when we became financially very successful, we have become this hiding artist, haunted by our creativity we never had. Just thinking about this diamond that is in you can be also challenging, because then you are becoming very aware what you have lost and what you are not capable to reconnect with. So this hiding artists can happen through different things in our life. Perhaps there have been people around us, like perhaps that our father that was pressured us because of this financial security, and now we are becoming someone that is pressure ourselves to something we are actually not. Perhaps there will be one time, like some of the successful peoples that are living in this area of South France, then they are surrounding themselves with artists and art, and try to relive it and compensate for their artistic career that never had. Because as artists, as this artists in hiding, they have made a decision to only go into a direction that is related to art, to be very successful. Like the one person I met yesterday that is very successful, making this outstanding marketing campaigns, and everything seems to be right, but in himself he's had this such a sadness and even a kind of punishment for himself, because he pushed him away from being an artist. Early in his life I cannot go into details because I'm always keeping the secrets of the people I'm interacting with. Early in his life, being an artist was a stigma. His father and his uncle was telling him that artists are crazy and you don't want to be crazy. So in time he developed also the stigma that being an artist is something that is crazy, and he don't want to disappoint the people around him. And now he's in the process to develop a different point of view, that artists are saying that artists are developing brilliant things and they are outstanding and they are very important even for his work in marketing right now. So he's changing his mind and coming out again to be the artist he's supposed to be. But there's always something, we all have our stories, and there's always something that is holding us back. So consider today, what is holding you back, what is holding you hostage even, and you can break out of this cage that was set upon you, and that you also have built it around you, because these doubts that you are having and these worries and sorrows and the subconscious sabotage is devastating to the most precious thing that you are having, this brilliant, this diamond that is just waiting in you to come up in the open to the sunlight and shine. And when you never make the decision, when you are not able to make the conscious decision for your own most precious value that you are having, no one ever will do. Perhaps there will sometimes people come into your life, and like me, just talking to you and trying to rediscover what is making you outstanding. But it is your decision, and it is your first step that you should take. And of course, it is most helpful when you are privileged to be in such a surrounding like here in South France. But nevertheless, you have also the opportunity to take the first step, even when the first step is to get rid of all the people who are holding you down. I call them often leeches, because really they are draining us. In a way, they are giving us the attention that we want, but they are let the criticism slip in, and they are in a way leeching away our energy to break free. And when your first step is to stop this leeches, and immediately you will feel after some days that you are becoming yourself again. It can be the first steps, because you are the only person that is in charge of your creativity. And you will find out, like these children that were running around here, that when you stop running around and when you are catching up with your past or all the blockages that there are, it is not so bad. It is in a way a game, and it is an expression of yourself, and you are just playing games with yourself, and you are in a way will discover perhaps one day that you have just wasted time, because it was worth it to catch up with your past and with your blockage, because it is not necessary to keep this diamond, this shining thing deep inside you covered, because it is beautiful. And once you have made this decision to bring it forward to the sun, you will shine like you have never shined before. I hope this was inspiring for you, and I also hope to see you in my next video. Until then, see you soon. Bye bye.